Today we have a 2008 Cadillac CTS. We're replacing the right catalytic converter, aka the passenger side. And this is the stupidest design I've ever seen in my life because the bolts are on the other end. So what we're gonna do is number 10, we're gonna take off this bolt here for the heat shield. And I'm gonna try to pry it back and see if we can expose it enough to where maybe I can access it here. If not, I'm gonna use a long extension from the top to remove this. We're also gonna go up top and basically follow the oxygen sensor and unplug it. Okay guys, so up here on the passenger side, aka the right side, if you look at the back of the cylinder head, behind on the back of the valve cover, you'll see this plug, the oxygen sensor connector here. So basically pull it off of here, and then you know how it works. Usually a little lock for the connector, and then just pop off. I need both my hands, I guess. Oh, nope, JK. So just gonna pretty much pull that little tab off and then just take it off. Now while we're up here, you could go and remove all these little number 10s around the heat shield on the exhaust manifold in order to get to those bolts, because they designed it stupid. But we're gonna see what we can do before I do that, because I don't want to mess up too many rusty bolts. So go ahead and unplug that, get back up. All right, y'all, so I'm back up top, went down below and tried to see what I could do down there. One of the nuts, I was able to use a torque adapter to get it off, but this one, the top one right here, wanted to be a pest. And the reason why I didn't want to get it from up here was because the angle, basically. You have to use a deep 15 just to get to it, and then there's this pipe here that kind of gets in the way. That's like directly above where you would put your socket on the deep. So I had to use a wobble here, which hopefully doesn't ring it. But to remove the heat shield, a 10 here, and then one right there, and you just kind of push it down. It's simple. I mean, I just didn't want to risk busting those bolts and then having to deal with, you know, rattling if I don't replace it because I got to get it out, whatever, etc. But let's hope we can get this out easily, because as you can see, it's a weird angle. This pipe is in the way for me to get directly to it, so I'm just gonna get another extension, my long 3/8 ratchet, and see if I can break this nut just so we can get this off. I've already removed the O2 sensor. I used a let's see where I put it, a torque adapter, O2 sensor, remove it from the bottom. So that's already been done. So let's get this other nut off, and hopefully it won't ring itself. Okay guys, so with a good amount of force, this long 3/8 ratchet I own here, I was able to pretty much bust that nut off. So I'm just gonna go ahead and back everything out and raise the vehicle, get the last two at the bottom, and just pop this cap. So down here at the bottom, to remove this nut, I use this here. Broke the nut. Now I'm just going to use a small 15 ratchet and wrench here and just remove it. Then we're going to come back here. I believe these are 2 13s using the deep. We're going to remove that, and from there we should pop this in. All right, my 2 13s removed. 2 15s up top have been removed already. So pretty much all I'm going to do now is a little pry bar, separate this here, and just drop it down. So when it comes to the back part here, you can actually remove these studs, but because these are so rusted, this one actually snap when trying to do so. So pretty much I'm just doing this with a big pry bar and just popping it out. You can also cut it off if you want, because we'll get new ones. So let's go ahead and just pop this out, and it should come right up. All right, our old cat has been removed. We have a new one here. I went ahead and loosened this up for the O2 sensor. All I'm gonna do here is put the gaskets on and just slide it in. Then from there we're gonna add the studs and all that in there, just to make our life a little easier, so we can just slide it right in. Don't forget to also transfer over, I guess it's more of a gasket than a heat shield. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I have a new gasket, but let me see how this works. I might just reuse this one. It's still good, because I don't really like how flimsy that one is. And since it's also a heat shield, so I'm probably gonna transfer this over, but we're just gonna slide this right. Okay guys, so I have my cat lined up, and so let me go ahead and show you all this part. So the reason why I didn't want to remove this is because I knew I was pretty much gonna put a long bolt through with a nut on the other end. You know, I'm just gonna hold the nut with a wrench and then tighten this bolt down, just basically make my life easier instead of fighting up there. So that was the reason. So I'm changing that to a bolt as well as back. Okay guys, so I took the heat shield away just to give you a view. Really, the only reason why I'm showing you this is because this is actually was my initial plan. That's why I didn't want to take off the heat shield or anything. Pretty much ran a bolt through the bottom with the nut up top. Just makes it a little easier to come in and out, in my opinion, versus like going up top and working at a weird angle. So all I did was have a 15 wrench holding it here, and then a 15 at the bottom, just ran through, making sure that the nut stays close towards this end so that you can actually tighten it all the way through. So now it's nice and flush. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten the back part now, and then we'll throw the O2 sensor on. All right, guys, so my new bolts are tightened in there. The bolt and the nut up there. New O2 sensor installed. Just gotta put the heat shield up top and plug in the O2 sensor, and we're done. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. More videos to come.